Hey everyone, it's Bianca Jordan, immigration lawyer at Brazen Legal, where I help immigrants get green cards every day. So now that you've seen the process from start to finish of getting a green card through your spouse, I want to spend some time talking about what kind of evidence you have to send to immigration so that they can approve your case. Whenever people are thinking about their immigration cases, I find that they want to focus more on sending as much stuff as possible. But it's not really important to send every single thing to immigration. And sometimes I caution my clients against doing that because you don't want to send immigration things that they don't need that might lead them to ask questions that they shouldn't be asking about your case. So when it comes to your immigration case, it's really about quality evidence versus quantity of the evidence. So, in other words, just because you send immigration all of the things doesn't mean that you will get your green card approved. Similarly, just because you don't have a lot of evidence doesn't mean that you won't get your green card approved. It really comes down to being creative with the evidence that you're sending to immigration. I've been able to win cases for my clients where they didn't really have any evidence at all. When it comes to getting a green card, all that truly matters. When it comes to getting a green card specifically through a spouse, all that really matters to immigration is that when you made the decision to get married, you did so because you want to live together as spouse and spouse, not because one of you wants to get a green card or one of you wants to give a green card. It has to be because you intend to live together as spouse and spouse. And so they want to see evidence of this. And typical evidence of this is having joint assets together, such as having a joint bank account or having bills together, living together, sharing a lease together. These are typical things that immigration is looking for. But some mistakes that people make are just getting things together just to have something together and then giving it to immigration. For example, I see a common mistake that I see happening a lot is people will get married and then they will, right before they apply for the green card, they will get a joint bank account, but they don't use it. They're not using it to pay bills, they're not using it to pay groceries. They literally just go out and open up a joint bank account, and that is it. There's nothing in it, there's no money whatsoever. Immigration is not stupid. They're going to know that you really probably only got this joint bank account for the purposes of your application. And if anything, that can sometimes be a red flag for fraud, which we'll talk about in another video. But immigration wants to see that you really are intending to live together and share your lives together. So it's not necessary to have a joint bank account, but if you have one, just make sure you're actually using it for things like groceries and getting gas, paying bills together. Whether it's your Netflix account or your Amazon account, they want to see that you're actually sharing things together, that not that you're just having a joint bank account that you're not using. And again, even if you don't have a lot of things together, I see this commonly with my newlywed clients who maybe they don't have a lot of income. They're in their 20s, they're young, they don't really have a lot of things together. And I'm still able to help them get their green card because, again, it's about being creative. It's about painting that story of your relationship and showing what you do have together. It's okay if only one of you is contributing to the rent or the mortgage. This is very common, especially where someone might have come in with a visitor's visa and they weren't able to get a work card. And if they weren't able to get a work card, they weren't able to get a social security number. And if they weren't able to get a social security number, you guys weren't able to open up a bank account together and you weren't able to work and you don't have income. So you might have a situation where one spouse is paying all of the bills and the other spouse isn't really contributing financially. But you can still show that you're living together and sharing a life together. Maybe the spouse that isn't contributing financially is the spouse that is doing the laundry and doing the cooking and the cleaning, and they're contributing in that way. So it's really about showing how you're living your lives together and how you're contributing to your household together, even if it's not completely equally. So, again, don't despair if you don't have a lot of things together. Immigration just wants to see the picture of your relationship. And it's okay if it's not perfect. Immigration is not looking for perfection. They're looking for reality. They want to know what your reality is, what your relationship is. So if you've got everything that people typically have, such as joint bank accounts and joint tax returns, then great. But just know that even if you don't have it, it's fine. I hope you found this video helpful. Please visit brazenlegal.com to learn more about me, my law firm, and how I can help you get a green card. Thanks for watching.